Hello guys, in this video I will show you how to maintain a simple fuel log monitor in Excel or LibreOffice Calc. I'm using LibreOffice for this, but you can use Excel as well. And the reason I'm making this video is because I know there are a lot of apps to do this stuff. Generally, you can maintain your fuel log for your vehicle in any app on your smartphone, but the reason is sometimes the phone dies or the app data gets corrupted, or for some reason you're forced to factory reset your phone and you lose all the data. So that's one issue. And some apps they store in their own proprietary format, so you cannot really go back and extract the data in a open format. So that's the reason I prefer to keep it in an Excel or a LibreOffice format. And it's very simple actually. I'll just teach you the how I can do it, and I'll also tell you the limitations of this method. So first we'll create the fields here in LibreOffice. You just fire up LibreOffice Calc, which is open source Excel equivalent or better, and you enter the fields here. So the serial number, and then you put the odometer reading, kilometers, then you put the fuel filled. So this will be in liters, and then we'll put the cost in rupees, and then unit cost, that is price per liter, rupees per liter, and then fuel economy, or we'll name it as mileage, and this will be kilometers per liter. So these are the basic fields, and we'll add one more here. We'll add the date of filling. So these are the basic fields that we can use. You can add more details if you want, like where you're filling it, location. You can add many more details. It's just limited by the Excel or LibreOffice. So you can do whatever you want. And now I just show you how we can add this data. First, let us assume that we put the first serial number, and then we just drag this down. We just have a number of entries pre-built here, and let's say I'm filling it on 2nd January 2022. So initially the starting kilometers is the odometer reading when you are filling the tank, and we'll put this as 40 kilometers on the odometer. It's a new vehicle. Let us assume it's a new vehicle, and then we filled 25 liters of petrol. This is tank fill. So this actually is this will work only if you are using the tank fill to tank fill method. And supposing you're not filling your tank, there are limitations to this data chart, and I will tell you how to overcome it also. But first we'll do this, and then let's say petrol is going 100 rupees per liter now, so let's say 2,500 rupees, and this will be the formula. So this will be like if there is no fuel filled, if this is blank, if these two are blank, we don't need any formula here. So we use an if condition. If, and we put an and here, this not equal to 0, comma, six not equal to 0, and what is the value? The formula we use is, this is unit cost, so divided by, so you can see the 100, it shows 100 now. So this is 25 liters at 2,500 rupees we have filled, so it's comes to 100 rupees per liter. So we just drag this down to the formula here, and the rest says 0. So we can actually have a default value, say NA, so not applicable. So if there's no data to be calculated, it just says NA. So this is the unit cost calculation. This is automatic now for the table here. And now the mileage, kilometers per liter. This is the important part now. So we cannot calculate it on the first entry because we don't know how much fuel was consumed earlier. So in the tank fill to tank fill method, we fill up the tank first to the full level. Then after consuming so much, we again fill it. So we know exactly how many kilometers has the vehicle driven and then how much we have filled. So let's say we fill another tank at 10th Jan 22. So let's assume that we have driven around 300 kilometers. So 340 kilometers is on the odometer, and we fill around 23.5. 2350. So automatically again the unit cost gets filled up. And from the second entry onwards, we'll calculate the fuel economy. And again, we'll have to use an if condition because we want to calculate the fuel only if we can calculate the distance traveled and there is a amount of fuel filled. So we'll see if and this not equal to 0, comma, this we can leave it actually, even if it is 0, it's okay. Then the formula we use is the latest odometer reading minus the previous odometer reading, in brackets, divided by the fuel filled, the last fuel filled. So we are saying here 12.76. So for all these units, we can actually make this as a number formatting. Format as number. And for this, we can use format as currency or cost rupees. Unit cost also we can say it as rupees per liter, 100 rupees per liter. So you can see now this is 12.77, we've got it here. So again, let's say we fill it on 20th of Jan, again we fill, and this time let's see 750 on the odometer, 24 liters, 2,450. Again, you get the unit cost here, 102 rupees. It's increased a little bit here. And now we forgot to track this. We'll again track this down here. So we are getting 17.08. This is a long drive. So we went for around 400 kilometers. Around 400 kilometers and only 24 liters. So we got 17 kilometers per liter. So this is how we will do this, and I'm assuming that every time we are filling up the tank. So this liters is always when you fill up the tank. Supposing you're not filling up the tank, there is an issue because the amount of fuel consumed will not reflect the actual fuel used. So you need a different method to track the partial tank fills. So what you can do is you can keep a separate table here, partial tank fill. This is the main table. So what we'll do is we'll put this in a different color. We'll put this in increase the font size here. So for all this partial tank fills, what we can do is we can again have a small table here, like date, odometer reading, odometer, and fuel filled cost. So we don't need the other fields here, I think. So let us say on 24th of Jan, we fill at around 1000 kilometers, we fill 20 liters at 2000 rupees. Okay, and again we fill on this, we do a partial tank fill at 1000, we fill 10 liters, and again on 26th Jan, we fill another at 1100, we fill another 5 liters, 500 rupees. So this is the partial tank fill. Now the only way I know, it has to be manually done. I don't know whether there's a formula we can use. If you have any ideas, let me know, but there's no way. I don't think it can be done automatically. If there's a way to do it automatically, please let me know in the comments. So after 26, let us say on the 2nd February, again I'm filling the tank at 1500 kilometers, 1400, let's say, and I fill 24 liters at 2400 rupees. So the formula here doesn't work because it's saying 27, which is obviously wrong. The mileage is wrong. The unit cost is okay, but the mileage, what we have to do is, now we have to add this manually. So the only way we can do it is on 2nd, you have to show as though we have filled the entire fuel we have showing here. So forget the odometer reading here, 10 plus 5 liters. So apart from what we have already filled, 24 plus these two fields. So 24 plus is the fuel filled, 2400 plus. Again, you have to use the formula mode, cost plus so now you get the reasonable idea. You get an idea, you have filled 39 liters, but that is a consolidated fuel filling. This is the method that I think you can use, because the partial readings, I don't think you can automate it in Excel. If there's a way, again, let me know. So this we can actually use a different color to highlight this, because this is a consolidated fuel filling. We'll give it a highlight, a different highlight, like a green. So we know that this is not a single reading, but it pertains to this. So we can just put this also highlighted in the same color. So when you have filled a consolidated fuel, you have to do like this. I am not aware of automated way to do it, but if you have any ideas, let me know. So that's it. This is the way that you handle a fuel economy calculator in Excel. And again, the reason I am doing this is because apps are good. Apps work even with partial tank fills. They have a lot of features. But the problem is, if you lose the app, you lose the data in your phone, it's gone. And unless you can export the data, some apps have an export option, like FuelU, I think, has an export to CSV. But if you are using an app, basically you are stuck to the format that they are using. So that's it. I hope this video is helpful to you, and please let me know what you think of my idea, and if you have any feedback, do share, and do subscribe to this channel if you like the content. Thank you.